I am so excited to be here at Turfway Park on Jeff Ruby Stakes Day. To think that this race is basically an automatic qualifier for the Kentucky Derby is really cool. Having worked here in the 1990s as director of communications, and I was here for horses like Serena's Song and Prairie Bayou, to come here today and to look around and realize what this place is going to look like a year from now just gives me a great sense of pride in Kentucky. And Turfway Park always is going to have a soft spot for me because it was the first job I had when I moved to Kentucky in 1992. So happy to be here today. Really impressed with the efforts of Churchill Downs to turn this place into a modern mecca for horse racing. Northern Kentucky deserves it. There's a 120-year history of racing here in Northern Kentucky and 4 months of racing a year at Turfway. So this is a great day. I'm really happy to be here. Excited to see who's going to win the Jeff Ruby Stakes and essentially guarantee themselves a spot in the starting gate for the greatest and the fastest 2 minutes in sports on the first Saturday in May at Churchill Downs. So it's a big day, and it's great to see these top horsemen and jockeys from all over the country coming in to see these full fields. And it just gives me a sense of gratification that we were able to pass historical horse racing to preserve the future for tracks like Turfway Park. I really believe we're within 2 years of being the best year-round racing circuit in the country. There was a little temporary blip there thanks to the Supreme Court, but really proud of my courageous colleagues in the House and the Senate, both Democrat and Republican, who stepped up to the plate to pass Senate Bill 20 and ensure the future of Kentucky's year-round racing circuit.
What would it have mattered if Turfway hadn't been here for the circuit?
4 months of racing, consecutive racing from December to the end of March, would have been lost if we wouldn't have been able to pass HHR. I was here in the 1990s when Turfway really had its glory days. We had a huge chunk of the market share, but then in basically a matter of 18 to 24 months, Indiana legalized parimutuel racing and slot machines at the tracks, and so we saw that chunk of fans from Indianapolis who used to drive here on a regular basis, we saw that disappear. And then right after that, Indiana got riverboat casinos, and River Downs, now Belterra, got full card simulcasting, and we saw 40% of our market share disappear overnight. And I remember being in the room where it happened, to quote the song from Hamilton, where we had to sit around and make really tough decisions, financial decisions about this place. And purses had to be cut, finances had to be cut, horsemen left us because the purses weren't competitive anymore. And we were on the verge of that happening again, but instead, on a beautiful 70-degree day, I can say without fear of contradiction that there's nothing but blue skies ahead for not only Turfway Park, but also the year-round Kentucky racing circuit. And I want to thank the horsemen and the jockeys who support this, and I can't wait for fans to come back to the races at Keeneland in a few short days and at Churchill Downs, and I'm really looking forward to the new Turfway Park opening up to fans from all over the tri-state, Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky, because I think the best days are still ahead. I was here for the glory days in the 90s, but I think what's ahead is going to make the 90s look pale in comparison.